Hello and welcome back. So last we left off, we came through the Blackrock gem to a... whatever this place is. Peaceful guard, let's talk. Eyes glazed with boredom, the guard recites in a monotone. Welcome, traveler, to fabulous Killorn Keep, marvel of the northern wasteland, testament to the great guardian's power and wisdom. Yes, you won't believe your eyes. The keep actually hovers 1,257 feet above the sands of the Crane Desert, maintaining our military supremacy in this area. We invite to refresh yourself at our pub to your northeast. Well, he does sound excited. Thank you very much. Let's try to... This is a guardian's place, so let's try to keep a low profile. Enjoy your stay. Thank you very much. That's another peaceful guard. Halt! Who is that entered Killorn Keep? I'm a traveler. Then those should speak to Mistle at once, stranger. Be prepared to inform her of your name, place of origin, and current destination. He pauses a moment and studies your clothing, which seems garnished out of pleasure. It's possible thou wilt undergo a loyalty test as well. See that thou art well versed in his law. Okay. And a peaceful human named Relk. Let's not talk to Relk quite yet. What do we have here? Aaron? Let's talk to Aaron. Greetings, friend. I bid thee welcome to glorious Killorn Keep, the castle with spears among the clouds, soars among the clouds. Thou dost seem to be a well-worn traveler. I would wager that thou hast been off on adventures of late. Adventures are my business, good sir. No, I am merely a traveler. I'm just a traveler. Well, no matter. Thou still not be sorry you have visited Aaron. Merchant extraordinaire, I have for sale here a great variety of items to benefit both the quiet traveler and bold adventurer. Are thou interested? Yeah, sure, I want to hear more. Thou shouldst know, my good friend, that my stock has been painstakingly gathered from all corners of the world, so that I may better serve such deserving customers as yourself. Aaron, the merchant, does not disappoint! I am sure he does not. My stock includes handcrafted arms and armaments, delicious foodstuff, and provisions of the highest quality. I can even offer you items of a magical nature, shouldst thou have a full enough purse. Wouldst thou care to make a purchase? Sure, let's go down to business. What do we have here? Serviceable short, somewhat used torch. Okay, serviceable gotcha and an apple. I do not wish to barter anymore. Farewell. Yeah. Nice sales pitch, but I mean, peaceful guard. Bichet. Oh, how grand. Another rotten customer. I suppose you'll be wanting to buy one of my valuable pieces of merchandise, right? Yes, that's right. Are thou going to sell me something? I suppose thou dost think I enjoy this stinking job. My grandfather was a merchant here in the keep, as was my father after him. I was all but forced into this vile profession, selling all manner of junk to persons like yourself. I am interested in your wares. Tell me of this junk. I am sorry that thou art unhappy here. I'm sorry. That makes two of us. Thou hast no interest in my wares, dost thou? I would like to buy something from thee. Well, if thou dost insist, I suppose we can barter. Are you sure this is your Your desire? Yeah, sure. Oh, now we have something quite interesting here. Let's see. Mail shirt. Chain boots. I have chain boots, yes. I have these. But these, serviceable male leggings. I would love to get those. What do I have? I dropped all my gold. Okay, I need to remember this guy. I'm gonna remember you. I don't want to barter now. I will be back though. Very interesting. Thank you very much. Aaron, I talked to Aaron already. Okay. Relk, guard. Okay. Human named Lord Tibris. Trilkun. Hey kitty. Meow. 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 Let's talk to you. Psst, do not speak to us here. Least you call attention to us. Speak to us only in the stables. Kirill is too dim-witted to suspect anything. Oh, I did not expect them to take... Fine. How about you? Lord Tibris. Greetings, my son. Oh, who are thou? I am Lord Tibris, master of this keep. And what keep is this? Why, this is Killorn Keep. A fine posting for an old soldier, I must say. A mile in the air, striking fear into the desert nomads. Very fine. Okay. What keeps the keep in the air? Well, I never thought about it much. It's a guardian's work, and it doesn't do to ask many questions, I've found. What sort of life is it serving the guardian? It's fabulous! I remember in the final days of the Practor Lot campaign, he came to us, freezing in our camp on the tundra, and gave us wonderful display of magical fireworks. 2/3 of us came back with frostbite, but I tell thee, there was not a word of complaint. Tell me of the Lot campaign. Never tire of this story. Though it was centuries ago, I still remember it as my greatest triumph. Who was Praetor Loth? Oh, some barbarian king or other. It's no important now. The Guardian offered him peace, but he would not take it, and so I was sent to bring him down. It was in the early battles there that the Killorn banner was lost. Such a pity. What banner was this? The blue banner of Killorn, the ancestral emblem of this place. In those days, there was still a Lord Killorn, who rode into battle with his standard. Did those succeed in that campaign? I drove him 1,000 miles north of his capital, till he died and was buried in a great tomb carved into a cliff. His greatest treasure still rests there, a horn of extraordinary power. What was special about the horn? Why, the sound that came from it could shatter buildings. None could wield it but Praetor Lot himself, but the Guardian hoped to harness its power somehow. Why did you not just dig it out? It must have been a great victory. Ah, yes, he wipes a teary eye. It was a great day for the Guardian then. Such a speech he gave. What was it like working under the Guardian? It's fabulous. I remember the final days of Well, I must be going. Thank you very much. I understand, my son. Go in peace, and never forget the 6 8 weird virtues, especially the third one. Well, anyway, never forget them. I will not. Oh, what do we have here? Yes. Massive chest. Which is locked. Okay, and skull on the shelf, that's cool. Very interesting chap, that one. Who are you? Peaceful guard. Oh, Lobar. Let's talk to Lobar. Okay. A drunken young man in a guard's uniform hails you loudly. "Hello there, stranger. Sit and have a drink with me." "Aye, gladly. Yeah, sure, I'm Richard. Let's drink." He cuts you off. "Nay, tell me not thy name, stranger, and I shall withhold mine. I would speak freely with thee without fear of being informed upon. I serve under relics these days, so I've had enough of that." What wouldst thou like to say? "I shall teach thee the reason why I drink. It's a long tale. Would you hear it?" "Aye, tell me." "To make my point, I have to say my name. Lobar. Know it?" "Aye, methinks I heard it once. Maybe that's... yeah, sure." "I should expect so. I won the Empire's Dwelling competition for 4 years straight. Remember me now? This was 5 years ago. I was 20 years old. To talk of the capital, they called me the young Morse Gotha. God, I was fast then." "What happened?" "I started getting the inner voice, the one they say comes to favored servants of the Guardian. You know it? He wanted me to kill people for him. I don't know why. Removing dissidents, I guess. Or maybe just to show off that he had an unbeatable fencer in his pocket." I have heard of this voice. "It turns out he can do more than talk. Made it rough for me for a while. Still does when I'm sober. Drinking's the only thing that holds him off. If I own more thing in this world, it's my sword arm. I'm the best there is, and I want to get that way. And I'll be damned if that red bastard will make me this toy." I understand thy sentiments. "Dost thou? It's rare that I find one who understands the worth of such things, particularly since I've been exiled to this backwater. May we then be friends?" I am honored. My friends with the has-been drunkard, I think that, of course. Of course, please tell me of this keep. "A stranger such as thyself must be wary of myself. If thou hast no good reason to be aboard, she will almost certainly suspect thee as a spy. Mistel, not myself, sorry. She already has a campaign going against the stuck-up mates Altara." I must go now, but I shall heed thy advice. "Who is Altara?" "Some sorcerers the Guardian brought in here from the capital a while back. Not a real social type. May I ask thee to train me to let us speak of... yeah, I'm out of here. Bye." "I shall see thee later. This is a small keep." "Yeah, I'll see you." What is this? Peaceful human named Kintara. Okay, hi Kintara. "Stay and talk with me a moment, traveler, for I see by thy clothing thou art from a far-off land as I am." "Where are thou from?" "I hail from the land of Javra, though it has been years since I have seen that place. It's beyond the Tuay Mountains, far from this desert place. And tell me, who art thou? I am Richard, a traveler like yourself. Ah, it's hard life we lead, never staying long in one land. It's fitting we meet in Killorn Keep, for our home is a moving place, never settled, always shifting over the harsh landscape. Whither art thou bound, Kintara? No, what dost thou mean, a moving place? Knowest thou not where thou art? Ah, but I suppose thou didst arrive by magical means, as many do in this place. Thou art in Killorn Keep, a castle which wanders the northeastern wasteland, suspended half a league above the desert. What house is there? She shrugs and turns her eyes upward. The Guardian only knows. I have traveled far and seen much of this world, but still I am far from having an understanding of his ways. Of the keep, I know only that there are rooms which one is forbidden to enter. Who might tell me more of these things? If you must speak to someone, you might inquire of Ogri. He knows many hidden things, but please, what else can we speak of? I have no time to speak to you. Then I shall speak with thee later. Yeah, let's do that. And who may you be? There's lots of people and lots of people to talk to. Ah, there's Ogri. We were just talking about. He is an ancient man, dressed in the garb of a servant. Wouldst thou speak to me of something, master? Who art thou? I am Ogri, son of Irgo, and I serve whoever holds power in Killorn Keep, as my father did and my father's father before him. Since the first day stone was laid on stone at Killorn, these centuries passed. Canst thou tell me of the keep? The keep is an old place, far older than most suspect. It was built by my ancestors for purposes that have been all but forgotten in time. Where does it fly? Yeah. It flies because the Guardian wishes it to fly, I suppose. But it must be very heavy, and he who lifts it so very, very old and tired. And he who lifts it. I cannot tell thee that, young master. I may not speak of that individual. Perhaps we should discuss something else. Excuse me, I must be going. Yeah. Anyone else interesting to speak to? Who are you? Peaceful guard. God damn it, rat. Food supply, eh? Or just... I don't know. Ooh. Ooh, rats. It's done. There we go. Meat sticks. Oh! Bunch of rats! Alright. Horde! Almost. Hit him in the midair. That's cool. Are there more of you? Let's do some exploring first. Nothing in here. Okay, let's check out the door. There was a door in here. There are more rats! Ding. There you go. Okay, this is a confusing place. This is... Okay. Ooh, a door again. That which is locked, okay. What do we have here? There was just again rat. I'm pretty good at fencing now, so this is getting, yeah, it's actually starting to be fun. This fighting. Ah, storage. Key. Haha. What's this? Ragged magical scroll. Okay, I'm gonna take it. I have no idea what it is. Ooh! Pants. Metal pants. Badly worn mail. I don't care. Nice. Oh, they are really badly worn. That's okay. Let's open all these. Maybe I can find something else interesting. Bow barrel is empty. Nothing really in here. Let's go onward. Hey, I did find the key. Let's see if it fits in here. I think it was that one. It was that one. These are from Tarna, so they probably won't be fitting anywhere. There you go. Let's go back up here. I went to the left. Oh, that looks interesting. I wonder how I open these. Key doesn't fit. Okay, that's interesting. Can't get through yet. Let's go back up. And find people to talk to. There's a fireplace. You're just a guard. Oh, you a guard. Peaceful one, though. What's this? Locked. I have a key. No? Okay. Anything interesting in here? No, not really. Okay, who are you? Kir.
Yeah, what is it?
Who are you?
Name's Kir. I keep the stables here.
Do you like your job? He looks grim.
Do you have any idea what a hairball
From a 400-pound cat looks like? You have my sympathy. Yeah. Trilkai aren't much fun to take care of, that's for sure. Smart though, for animals. Anyways, do you want you tell any one of them could got you in a second, no trouble. And it's like they don't even know how they have claws. What are they used for? The Trilks are good for carrying stuff and they're smart. Guardian likes us to breed them. They say he takes shipments of them for himself. Don't know why. How smart are they? Just animals, you know. What's the big deal? Nothing, I guess. Yeah, sure. Okay. There's a cup. There you are. I was talking to one of you. Words from unbidden within your mind. Shh. Speak to the one they call Blackie. Fine. But I guess I have to wait on... Oh. Josie. Blackie. There you go. A deep, resonant voice speaks inside your head. Richard? I see. In your mind that you can be trusted. That you are not from this world. That you are an avatar. Yes, then it's correct. We had need of a helper. But I see though doesn't know nothing of our situation. The human's name was Trilkai. They do not know that we are able to communicate in this way. Why don't you tell them? They might become afraid of us and destroy us. It is safer that they think of us as animals. Then why entrust this secret to me? I see that thou hast virtues that will prevent thee from betraying us. We must risk this, as many of us have need of a human agent in this keep. I will help thee where I can. Human, I am the oldest among us here, and I have heard many stories of our race's past, wild tales of Trilkai who flew among the stars, who hurled fire at the humans. I would learn if thou hast met any being who has knowledge of this. I have heard something. Have I heard something of this? Maybe Nistel? Hast thou found anyone that can speak of our past? Nay, I have not found anything. If thou couldst learn the truth, I would be of great service to our race. Okay, I need to find someone who knows something about these cat people. Okay. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Ball of twines we need to get. Okay, here's a door. Okay, guardian banners, that's nice. Empty chest. What? Oh, wand. Do I want the wand? I think I do. I'm gonna steal it. Because I'm virtuous. Not there. That's the place for... what is it? Oh, what's that? You make sure you remember to move the gem into the oubliette. And then set up the trap as I directed. Screw this one up, Relk, and I'll have your skull made into a tankard. MG. Not gonna take that. Bed rolls. What do we have here? Nothing really. Did you follow me? Drilkun, do not speak to us here. Let us call attention to us. Speak to us only in that tables. Kill is too dim-witted to suspect anything. Yes, I talked to you before, I think. Or one of your kind. Okay, let's go and see more people to talk to. There was the leader of some sort somewhere in here. Okay, that's a green looking base. My room used to be here, at least in the... There's lots of food. Altar. I don't want to talk to Altar quite yet. Mistel. Let's talk to Mistel now at this point. Let's save first. I think I'm a little bit worried. Let's put the save game in here. There you go. Mistel. I greet thee, traveler, and welcome thee to Killorn Keep. I am Mistel. For reasons of security, I must ask these several questions. Are thou willing to answer them? Yes. Oi. To begin with, what is thy name? Richard. Next question. What country does it come from? Siberia. This is not acceptable answer. I have never heard of this country, and it is certainly not our trading route. I warn thee, do not attempt to offer me false or imaginary answer. Go and consider the options, and do not tarry over long. I think I still have people to talk to, and maybe that way. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Peaceful guard. Please move. Peaceful guard. Door. That's locked. Probably an armory or something. Ah. Bathhouse. I think. Have I talked to everyone? I really don't want to tell who I really am. Or where I'm from. What? Oh, here I am. Peaceful guard. Did I talk to you? I did. Nothing. Bye. Aaron? Perhaps later. Who are you? Merchant. Did I talk to you? No, I haven't. Welcome, welcome. I am Merchant, seller of a plethora of wondrous small magics and enchantments. I can even sell you a spell or two if you're skilled in runic magic. Perhaps I have the charm you're looking for today. You're a charming fellow, but what I seek is information, I believe. Oh, I see. You're one of those questing types, no doubt. Here to ask me where the mystic blade of Rognak is or some such nonsense. Well, I'm here to buy and sell, not to answer silly questions. Where is this mystic blade of Rognak? Actually, I want to ask you about forms of payment. What do you have for sale? Well, I have some tasty potions for sale, or I can charge a wand for you, or identify a tricky item. What's your pleasure? Well, identify is quite interesting. I would like to know what my gear is, but I'm not gonna do that. Could you recharge something for... I'm gonna go now. Well, do drop any time you're off a mind to be separated from some of your money. Peaceful guard, peaceful guard. I have a feeling... I'm not sure how this... Mr. Well, Richard, let us resume the questioning. What country does thou come from? Yeah, there it is, 4. I didn't see that. Yavra, beyond the Tway Mountains. I see. She peers at you suspiciously. What country art thou bound for? Montana, Fubaria, excuse me, I feel... Mashhan, for trading purposes. What then is the 7th of the 8 virtues? Honor, maybe? Honor? It is but another name for the prideful squabbling of school of children. Clearly thou knowest not of the meaning of virtue. God damn it, who was talking about the virtues? The drunk guy. Yeah. Let's talk about the virtues. Okay. Okay, I figured out how to do this now. Hello, Bard. Good to see you again. Yes. Let us speak of the 8 virtues. The garden's virtues, of which I am clearly a living embodiment, I was drunk, sorry about it, are sobriety, punctuality, obedience, vigilance, conformity, efficiency, silence, and diligence. Bit of a color screw, eh? Why, virtue is the very reason of my existence. Thank you for the information. I gotta go. Yeah, bye. Okay, let's go back. I know the virtues now. Let's go and... Excuse me. God damn it. User interface is so good in this game. I mean, get out of my way. Please move. There you go. Thank you. I'm back. I know. Sorry about... I was a little confused before. Well, Richard, let us resume the questioning. I shall ask thee again. What then is the 7th of the 8 virtues? Silence. Excellent. I see that thou hast studied well the way of our master. Now that I have Ascertained thy loyalty, I have a proposition to make to you. I have need of one who is a stranger to the keep, one who I can trust with some private information. Wilt thou hear of it? Oi. It is a delicate matter. I would like you to speak with a resident of the keep, the sorceress Altara, and sound her out of certain topics. I have a reason to suspect that she is an enemy of our guardian. If thou canst find proof, I shall give thee 30 gold pieces. What topics are these? Altara once seemed destined for the Guardian's High Council. Why has she come to a backwater like Killorn? Her reasons for being here don't add up at all. If I would uncover proof of her treachery, I might receive a promotion, perhaps even a position in the capital. Wilt thou do this for me? I shall do it. Where's the money? Money will come with proof, Richard. Now go. It is not well. We should be seen together. Okay, I think next is then go and find. I think I saw her already. Was it so convenient that she's in here? It is. And we are going to be talking to her in the next episode. But for now, I'm gonna end the episode here. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.